Hi warriors, welcome to another week. Hope your May is going well. We're getting to the end of it depending on when you're watching this, May 2017. What is going on in your life right now? There are 3 steps to creating a great day, a great week, a great life. If you move through all 3, you will experience greatness. I promise. The deeper you dive, the greater your great. Step 1 is acknowledgement, or acknowledge. The first piece of a great life is to acknowledge our role in what our life is like. What is going on in your life right now? There are very few things that happen in our life that we have no influence over. Take the simple things. If our house is clean, we have something to do with that. Whether it's that we chose to hire a cleaner, or we set a specific time for ourselves to clean, or we establish chores for our children, the house did not clean itself. Take the more complicated. If we have a connected relationship with our children, it isn't that we lucked out with our kids, it's because of the energy and the effort that we poured there into those relationships. Acknowledge and take responsibility for what is going on around you and in your life. Step 1. Step 2, awareness. The second piece is to pause and consciously see what is going on around us. Our brains like to do the same thing over and over, avoiding discomfort or pain. If we do not pause and consciously look at what's going on in the different areas of our life, we'll continue to do the same things over and over. We will argue the same way. We will eat the same way. We will take care of ourselves the same way, etc. What will get us to change? Forced awareness, a scary diagnosis, a spouse unexpectedly leaving, a parent or friend dying. Choose to become aware now. If you saw my blog last week, it was all about living your life now. Talking about hospice patients and their regret of their regret when they're dying on their deathbed, and why not choose to live life now? Be aware now. Take the second step. What do you like about your current life, and what do you not like so much? Nothing is ever perfect, as life is a balancing act. You might be rocking it at work, but have a laundry pile you can't see over. That's okay. That's normal. Just choose an area to focus on and do something about it. We can't do it all, but we can always do something. Instead of allowing yourself to feel overwhelmed and telling yourself the story, there's too much to do, stop, pause, and prioritize. Which area of your life is out of alignment? That's where you get to take action. Ask yourself, is this the marriage I want? Is this the body I want? Is this the daily routine I want? Is this the relationship with my kids that I want? If not, stop and make a little tweak today. Go. Step 3 is go. It's action. Take action. Yeah, you must take action. Complaining is not going to change anything. Whining isn't going to change anything. Reorganizing your kitchen or getting a new calendar isn't going to change anything. Drinking wine or eating ice cream isn't going to change anything. Someone else is not going to come along and do the work for you. You must take action. You. This is the step that we avoid and that we talk ourselves out of. We can see what we don't like in our lives. We might even be able to take responsibility for it, but when it comes to taking action to change it, we drag our feet and come up with a variety of excuses. Amazing, actually. I've had people tell me they don't have the time or money to coach right now. Then they go on to tell me about how their marriage is failing, they're disconnected from their kids, they're on antidepressants, they're carrying an extra 30 pounds around on their body, they aren't sleeping well, blah, 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 blah. Really? You don't have time? You don't have time? Okay. I've had people tell me they don't have time or money for weekly date nights. Really? Have you heard how much a divorce costs? Do you know how much time it takes to meet with a lawyer if your marriage falls apart? What have you been putting off and why? We can come up with these great stories and telling ourselves why, but really it doesn't help. We often tell ourselves it's because we're powerless, that we don't have control over whatever it is that we're not happy about. That's what our brain wants us to believe. Our brain likes 3 things: to be comfortable, to avoid pain and to expend as little energy as possible. Okay, it's a great tool. However, that doesn't help us. I encourage you to dig into the belief that everything in your life happens for you. That includes everything that has already happened: failures, breakups, abuse, abandonment, anything with your parents, cancer. Why? Why do I ask you to choose that this happened for you? Because it empowers you. Believing that everything happens for you empowers you to find the lesson in it and move forward, to not be dragged down by what happened in your past. Move forward. Believing that everything happens to you leaves you powerless and a victim of your life. When I look to blame someone or something else for what's happening in my life, I am left feeling the victim. I feel powerless and hopeless. I am unmotivated to make changes. When I look at life as happening for me, I see how I can shift. How can you have a great life? Choose to be the victor, not the victim. Choose to acknowledge your role in what's happening in your life. Step 1. Step 2, choose to be aware of what is going well and what is not going well. And now, most importantly, step 3, choose to take action. Yes, it takes courage. Yes, you'll find excuses not to take action. Ignore them. If you want something different, do something different. Hey warrior, what have you been putting off? Let's do it.